I This pains me to say as an Eagles fan, but I actually think Dak Prescott's gonna play well this game. I actually do. I think this is gonna be that game that people are just like, Dak is a top 10 quarterback. He's top 5.
You are watching Unpopular Opinion.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy AB, and you are now listening to the Unpopular Opinion Sports Podcast. I am your host, AB.
And it's your boy, Pap.
And we got another episode underway for y'all, man. We got the Chiefs and the Vikings, the Eagles and the Rams, and the Cowboys and the 49ers in this Week 5 NFL matchups. First, we're going to talk about the Chiefs and the Vikings. It's Patrick Mahomes versus Kirk Cousins, their first matchup, regular season matchup of their career. Let's go ahead and talk about that, man.
This is going to be a good game. The Vikings boast a very, very good offense.
Yep.
I see it could possibly be a shootout because Mahomes makes some things happen. I don't really trust those receivers he has, and teams have been doing a really good job kind of containing Kelsey. We talked about that last week. I don't know if the Vikings have the capability to contain Kelsey, though. They don't really have the depth. They don't have the personnel to handle him. So the Chiefs are going to score. The Vikings are going to be able to match it. But what I think is going to come down to the difference in this game is the pressure that Chris Jones causes against Kirk Cousins. He's going to have Kirk Cousins kind of discombobulated back there. If you look at what Carolina did last week, Carolina has a good defense. They have fast DBs, and they get to the quarterback. And they were able to do that last week, and he just looked frazzled. He only had like 139 yards, if I'm not mistaken, which is very low compared to his numbers for the rest of the year. Justin Jefferson is going to get his. There is nobody on that Chiefs roster that can slow down Justin Jefferson. Let's be for real. Jordan Addison, I feel like, is going to come back this week and have a great game as well. I hope he does for the sake of my fantasy team. But like I said, I see this game coming down to the Chiefs being able to make one more stop, but Patrick Mahomes may have to come down and pull some heroics out.
Yeah, my heart is telling me, well, my head is telling me the Chiefs, but my heart is telling me the Vikings. For some reason, I feel like at home in Minnesota, they're 1-3. They got to play with some desperation. They need this game. You know what I mean? Most teams, they start off 1-4. They don't make the playoffs. So, most people predicted that Minnesota would be a fringe playoff team this year, and they still can be. You know what I mean? But they have to play better defense. That's where they're struggling at. I don't know if they're going to be able to contain Kelsey either. I'm with you on there, but I also don't think they could contain Pacheco. Pacheco just came off of a game rushing for 115 yards on 20 carries and a touchdown. It's going to be tough for Minnesota to be able to contain that, but with their explosive, high-octane offense, they're one of those teams that can also put 34, 40 points on you. I don't know if they could do it against the Chiefs, like you said, with the Chris Jones pressure, but if Addison and Jay Jettis can get open quick, which we know they're capable of doing, I think the Chiefs could possibly lose this game. I think the Vikings can win, man. 23-27 is what I'm going to go with.
I do like what you're saying there. I kind of agree with you because the Vikings have had all close games this year. And that was kind of the Giants thing last year. And once they got to the point where they could kind of beat it and actually be the one that comes out on top at the end, they started finding success and ended up making it to the playoffs. So those close games, eventually they're going to start winning those.
Yeah, so I think they can pull this one out. But let's go ahead and move into the next one. So Philadelphia is traveling to LA to play the Rams. The Rams are 2-2 this year. Eagles, obviously 4-0. We're undefeated right now. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
I think that the Eagles are going home very upset. No, let's be for real here. The Rams do not have what it is to stop the Eagles. I'm going to just go ahead and let you know their defense is not that great. Their offense really is not that great. The return of Cooper Kupp this weekend, though, I am excited to see. I want to know, there's been a lot of talks on all the sports networks, all the sports everything. What is Cooper Kupp going to do? Like, is he going to come back and is he going to be able to be himself again? Is he going to have to ease into the offense? Is Puka, who's been lighting the boards up as a rookie, second in the league in receiving yards this year, absolutely dominating, looking like Cooper Kupp? Are they going to be able to mesh well together, or is it going to kind of throw Matt Stafford off? Because we know Matt Stafford loves to stare down receivers. I hate Matt Stafford for this reason right here. He'll never be great because he'll throw picks because he stares down one receiver. Can he actually look at two receivers and be successful? If they can, that offense may be able to make something happen. But the Eagles are going to pull this game off. That defense is just too terrifying. That offense looks like they're finally starting to gel with that new offensive coordinator. Jalen Hurts actually had a really good passing game last game. If they get A.J. Brown involved, let Swift keep doing what he's doing, and those other guys kind of just play their role and fill in, the Eagles are probably going to walk away with this game easy-handed.
I don't know about that, man. And as an Eagles fan, I'm a little worried. And I'm worried mainly because our starting right guard, Cam Jurgens, will not play this game. You got Aaron Donald on the inside. You need as much help as you can get, as much experience as you can get, as much talent as you can get when you're going up against somebody like Aaron Donald. He literally can destroy the game for you. So I know that we told one of the best offensive lines in the league. Cam Jurgens is a big blow, but maybe Sua Opeta, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but maybe he can come in and produce and fill in that void. We still got Lane Johnson, we still got Mulatto, we still got
Kelsey.
So big boy Kelsey, always Mr. Reliable. I think we could pull this game out, man. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tough. I don't know how Cooper Kupp is going to look coming off of that hamstring injury. You know, he could have limited snaps. He had a limited practice today. So they're trying to slow him in, ease him into it. His first game back, I don't know if he's going to be super effective. I think we could pull this out. I'm going to actually go 30-24. 30-24.
I like that. I'll give you 30 to the Eagles, but I'm only giving 17 to the Rams, and Matt Stafford is going to throw multiple interceptions.
Wow. All right. Well, I ain't mad at that. I'll definitely take that if he does that this week. So let's go ahead and move into the Cowboys and the 49ers. This is that Sunday night game. It's going to be a super exciting game. I think it's going to be one of the probably most broadcast game, most viewers on of the week. I think most people will be watching this game, will not miss this game. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
This game is going to come down to whether or not Zach Martin and Tyron Smith are going to be healthy. The Cowboys have had issues with their O-line this year staying healthy, and this is not the team that you want to have an unhealthy O-line against. If those guys are not there, Bosa, Armstead, Hargrave, they are going to have a field day against the Cowboys, and we know how interception happy Dak is. I know I talked about it last week, and the Patriots were not able to get the Dak how I wanted to. He lost now for the year, but and Gonzalez. I just see it getting ugly very fast if they don't have those linemen. That defense is amazing. Yes, I think they're gonna finally be able to get Brock Purdy uncomfortable in the pocket, which he has looked extremely comfortable all year. Mr. Irrelevant is looking amazing. But I think this is the defense that's actually going to be able to shake him up a little bit. So this is going to be a close game. But without those guys, Dak's looked horrible. That offense can't move the ball. They get to the red zone and can't punch it in. Field goals are not going to beat the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey's going to go crazy. If Debo comes back and he's actually healthy this week and can make a difference too, it's going to hurt those guys.
This pains me to say as an Eagles fan, but I actually think Dak Prescott's going to play well this game. I actually do. I think this is going to be that game that people are just like, Dak is a top 10 quarterback. He's top 5. The delusional Cowboy fans. He has one of those immaculate, explosive games every year where you're just like, man, this dude is a top 5 quarterback. I think this is going to be the game. I don't know if they're going to win, but I do think Dak is going to play well, and I think that defense is going to get to Purdy, a couple times. They're going to suffer in the secondary, though. They're going to suffer. Losing Trayvon Diggs, as we, talked about last time on a previous podcast, is a huge blow for them. Stephon Gilmore cannot guard number 1 receivers. Definitely can't guard Ayuk. Definitely can't guard Debo. Debo's day-to-day. He's probably going to play. But he can't guard Ayuk. And Kittle, we know what he can do when the ball's in his hands as well. Brock Purdy's going to make the right decisions. He's playing elite football right now. He is one of the top quarterbacks in completion percentage at over 72%. He has the best passer rating in the NFL right now. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them to win. And C-Mac is an MVP candidate, a true one. He's been balling this year. So I'm going to take the 49ers. I know I hyped up the Dak Prescott stuff, but I'm still going to take the 49ers to win this game. And It's in San Francisco too. It's Candlestick. They're still Candlestick. I think they are. But I'm going to take the 49ers, man. I think they win by 2 scores. I think they win by at least
Levi
10.
Stadium.
Levi. Okay. Candlestick.
I'm just going to go ahead and give you a cap on that one because Stephon Gilmore can definitely guard Brandon Ayuk. Let's be for real. And from what we saw last week, granted, Mac Jones hurt. Mac Jones gave Deron Bland 2 interceptions. Deron Bland has actually played well since he's come into the league and been playing for the Cowboys. Yeah. So he's stepping into that number 2 role really well. And their secondary isn't looking too bad. Malik Hooker's supposed to be back and healthy this week. He's been practicing this week. So I just see that defense being able to hold their own against the 49ers. Like, they have a lot of weapons, but that defense is terrifying. They've been absolutely terrorizing teams.
They could decide to just beat up on that Cowboys D-line by just running the rock because we know they can do that.
That's not working anymore, though, because ever since, bro, you got Michael Parsons, you got Dexter Lawrence, and then they filled the middle with Mozzie Smith, and I think
they be moving Parsons on the run game. They be moving him out the way. Like,
yeah, especially when he lines up at linebacker.
Yeah, they be moving him out the way, especially with the 49ers, how beefy their O-line is, and their D-line. You know, their D-line is amazing. That Javon Hargrave pickup, obviously in the free agency.
They've got one of the best tackles in the league.
Yeah, they're balling. So it's like, I just feel like the 49ers have too much in the trenches to, and then obviously I think Purdy is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott right now. Like, so
Cowboys have a better secondary though.
I don't know about that. They got Tre'Davious Ward with the 49ers. They got somebody.
No, Ward is with the Chiefs.
I don't know.
They got Jimmy Ward, I think.
Jimmy Ward has been playing really well for them, but they always have a solid secondary. You know what I mean?
Hufunga's playing out of his mind ever since they got him last year.
Fred Warner.
Yeah.
So I think Fred Warner might confuse Dak maybe a time or two. I think he's
one of the best backs.
I still think Dak gonna have a good game. I think Dak is gonna have a good game though.
He's gonna throw the game away though. That's what he does.
Well, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's podcast. Go ahead and hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, man. Go ahead and smash that like button. Support us through the comments. Talk to us through the comments. And share the video, man. And, you know, to all your sports fans, all your sports friends and things of that nature. So, you got any closing remarks? You got anything you want to say? You good?
I'm going to let him have it this week.
Yeah, well. Cowboys going to lose, but Dak, I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Go Patriots!
Have a good game, man. Go ahead and ball out. Give the Cowboys fans false hope, and then lose in the playoffs like you do every year. All right, we out of here, man.